steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't access Rashad.
All right, y'all.
Okay,
Welcome back.
Rashad.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. I'm back on the webcam, not because something's wrong with the camera or anything like that. I just need to get a new tripod. So I need to get a new tripod. I'm in transition and everything like that. And yes, but the reason why you clicked on this video is Caribou correct? I have seen and I have followed the Caribou drama from kind of afar, not all the way into it because I didn't watch the full stuff of the Instagram lives and everything like that, and just the back and forth between the two parties, just because I kind of like, I was like, I kind of want to do this on video if I ever do it. And but I just kind of see interesting things always come out from it again and again. I think Concrete Boys are working on a new album and on a new project, and Kara has been working on music kind of relentlessly the entire time, like before and after Concrete. So you can imagine she'll have something coming out at some point as well within the next, I'll say year to be general, but I don't know because she hasn't released one song since the entire blow up, and Yachty's released like 2-3 songs since then. So anyways, let's get into it. She did do a couple features though. She did the BB Tricks John the Pharrell joint. She did and then the Detroit rappers, I think that was it. The Warhol SS. She did that one. But I don't think he's from Detroit. But anyways, she did do those 2 songs. So she did that in the time. And she has been doing, bro, I'm not even on the microphone. I'm so sorry, yo. I was not even on the microphone. But yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. See what's happening here. Okay. Every time someone tries to speak up and tell the truth about the game and these evil, powerful, dishonest, soulless people, it never goes well. These people will do anything they can to hurt you and make you look crazy in the media. So when these victims try and tell the truth, they just end up receiving so much backlash and hate. No one believes them. And it's almost like there's no point, that's why nobody ever says anything until 10 years later. 10 years later, one person decides to speak up and then everyone else comes forward. Then all of a sudden, everybody cares and feels bad, but it's too late then. People telling me, just ignore it and drop. That's all I ever wanted to do. And I'm not able to because I'm in a horrible situation with bad people. I've been making music this whole time. It's sitting there ready to go. Wow. All I can do is keep working and praying for protection, guidance, and strength to figure this out. Wow. Stop worshiping false idols. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kara she was saying this when she was with Yachty and on good terms with them. She was like talking about the frustration of like not being able to drop and things of that sort. Yeah, that's something she's been talking about. So she's pretty consistent in that point. And I'm trying to think of something else. Because she said she has the joints for Tia Kareen. I don't know if those are Tia Kareen songs or Kara songs, but she has those. She performed one of them. I have one of the clips. I might upload it if y'all want to hear a bit of it. My phone was kind of full that night, so it's like it only got half the song. But yeah, she has that, and then yeah. She has a couple other things that are unreleased. Out of all the people that previewed their verse on Problem and snippets on social media, I think she was like the only one to preview one a verse, and she wasn't on the song. So I thought that was interesting as well. If that was a label thing, but she's been talking about that, like how, you know, she hasn't been able to drop when she wants. And you see sometimes with newer artists, because she is a newer artist, her first song was released like 2 years ago. You know, you see that a lot of times where they say don't drop and they get frustrated. The artist gets frustrated, and then, you know, when they're ready to pop, and you know what I'm saying, you look at TDE situation where they'll hold their newer artists back a long time until they're ready, and when they drop, you know, they drop some quality music because of artist development, et cetera, et cetera. So this might be, you know what I'm saying, good for Care, but also at the same time, you don't want it to get too quiet for her as a newer artist, especially like, you know, a few months into her career, she gets into a big public, you know, blow up and things of that sort. All of those things. So yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. We'll look at that there. I want to look at the original Yachty clips on the Instagram live. This is my first time legitimately watching this, like the whole
Oh,
month.
yeah. Cause right now I'm also fuck everybody type shit. Yeah. Nigga fucking with me. Nigga, all I ever did was help Care. Nigga, Care. If you want to tell this shit, tell the whole story. Go ahead and tell people how you verbally abuse people. All right? Don't get on here and make it seem like niggas kicked you out. Like niggas kicked you out cause bullying you. Bro, go ahead and tell people how you talk to people. How you tell my security guard, oh, you home, oh, you work for me. Oh, you ain't got no, you're poor. And we above you, and how you talk to people like they nothing. You talk to people like they small, like they beneath you. Bro, tell people how you verbally abuse people. How you told me you're gonna spit on me when you see me. Tell people how you talk to people, bro. How you your brain is clinically imbalanced, bro. How you disrespect people. How you go around treating people in your everyday life. I've been letting you do this whole thing where you act like you like a princess and you sweet and you know like, oh, you just such a good girl. Bro, stop the front, bro. We
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never listened to Caribou's music or looked at Caribou's interviews or like see Caribou at all and thought like, oh, what a sweet princess. Like that's not what the Caribou brand is. If it was, then the story would sound much more like Barbie World as opposed to like Money Counter or Box to 40 or like Splash Bros. And she was like, want to take me on the trip, make sure it's separate rooms. Like that is like in the words of the kids, it never gave princess, like, you know, like pretty, you know, just kind of like overall feminine things of that sort. But
we didn't internally we have withheld your actions since the beginning of me giving you this career. What are we talking about?
and that's another thing. I don't think I ever yeah, I never spoke on this on the channel the past month, but you know what I've been telling people, like kind of like in real life or whatever, when you know when the topic comes up and stuff like that, you can't say that you made somebody, right? Like I think that's the issue with giving friends or people that you know jobs. It's like you can't give your friend a job, and if they do well in the job, say, I made you. You didn't make anybody. They just did their job. Like if they were hired by somebody else and they did their job well and they became, you know what I'm saying, advanced or flourished in their new position, that wasn't your doing. That was their doing. They were like they had that destined for them. You know, we don't make anybody as humans. We just don't. We don't make anybody as humans. Like their path is already made for them. If they were supposed to be this, they were going to be this. Regardless, is none of this is man's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I just always thought I thought that was kind of like the most whack part about Yachty even like kind of going off on people, Mitch and Kara, is just like um you don't make anybody. No man makes any other man. You know what I'm saying? Man can influence, man can help, man can, you know what I'm saying, expedite the process of you getting to your destination. But if you were destined to get to that destination, you were destined to get to that destination. And no man can, you know what I'm saying, alter that. And if you get hired to do a job and you do the job well, you're just doing your job. Like You don't make Mitch, right? Like you say, Mitch was sleeping on the couch. Mitch was doing this. Mitch was doing. Remember when I paid your bills, Mitch? Remember when I fed you, Mitch? Remember when I did this? Remember when I made you famous by making this podcast, Mitch? Mitch was gonna be Mitch regardless. Either way, like you say you put on Mitch. Mitch had to make the beat for Get Drip. Mitch had to make the beat for on the radar freestyle. Mitch had to make these beats. What would you say? Were your daddy? Mitch had to make those beats, and he had to make the beats good. The beats sound good in order for the song to go, in order for the beat to get recognized, in order for him to get a platinum plaque, et cetera, et cetera. So you didn't make Mitch. Mitch made good beats. Mitch put in great work, and you just put a spotlight on it. I don't know. He's just doing his job. Kara just did her job. DC, all these other guys that you signed and stuff and have helped, like it's great that you helped them, but you didn't make them, right? And this is coming from somebody who has helped my friends get hired. Whatever they do in their careers and stuff like that, like Rashad didn't make them. I didn't make those people. I just, hey, I've seen this person work. They've been waiting for an opportunity. I have the access and I've opened the door to let other people in that door. Talent, they got some there that needs to be shown, and they need to be making money off of this. I didn't make that person. So yeah. They said my internet connection is unstable. That's what happened when you speak in there. Shout out Jack Wow, right? All right, we're gonna go back to Sharon. Oh, he crashing out. He crashing out. He crashing out.
I'm giving you a career. And time you just disrespect me.
Can't give nobody nothing, bro.
I dressed you. I dressed all 5 of y'all niggas, bro. I dressed 5 niggas every time we stepped out the house. I put an outfit on everybody. I put 8-carat earrings in everybody's ear.
Crazy. Crazy.
Chains on all y'all neck. You bought a Cartier watch. I gave you that chrome Rolex. Like you the most. You was watching tables. You was waiting. What are we talking about, nigga? I changed your motherfucking life. You on here lying and talking about some we bully you? That shit got me fucked up, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. You disrespectful, bro. You talk to people crazy. You tell people that they are nothing. You tell people you gonna spit on them. You tell people they poor, and you talk to my fucking label crazy. You claim I was stealing money from you, bro. Stealing money from you how, nigga? Stealing money from you how, bro? You ain't made no money, bro. See, this is the problem with you.
Cap. Hold on. What are we doing right now? Hold on. Cap. What are we doing right now? Cap. Let's not do that. 5.8. 5.4 million, 4.6 million, 2.6 million, 2 million, 1.6 million, 1.2 million. 1.2 million on a snippet of an interview. 1.1 million, 1.1 million. First song ever. 1.1 million. 1 million. 918,000. 856,000. This is the one that everybody was talking bad about. The RIP Follies joint still got nearly 1 million. This is just YouTube. Let's not do this. That's just YouTube. 5 million, 3 million, 7 million, 4 million, 2 million. Let's not do this. The feature, 500,000, nearly 2 million, 2 million, 1.8 million, 1.8 million. Let's not do this, guys. What are we talking about? You ain't made no money yet. I'll tell you, and I can only say that because, yes, I'm not an artist. Yes, I'm not this and that, but I do make money off the internet. And my numbers are a lot lower than that. You can't tell me someone ain't making money with them numbers on the internet. You cannot fool me. What did Rihanna clip say? You cannot fool me. You cannot trick me. You can't tell me that. Can't tell me that. Not going for it, bro. Can't tell me you ain't made no money. You can't tell me you ain't made no money when every single one of your songs is at 1 million or around 1 million, at least. The median's 1 million. You can't tell me you ain't made no money. When I'm getting 200, 110, 50 views on videos and I'm making money off the internet. You can't tell me that. 1 million views isn't making, you can't tell me that. I'm sorry. Let's not lie. Let's not lie for the cameras.
Y'all get popping online and then you become more popular than your actual music, right? You $900,000 in a hole and I got every fucking receipt, nigga. $900,000 concrete in a hole. I got every fucking receipt, nigga, and I'ma post it. I dare you, try me. Try me, I'ma post it, nigga. And I'll post how much money your fucking streams are made. You got, bro, stop, don't go on the internet and act like I'm bullying you, bro. I've been nothing but loving and caring and paid your bills and gave you money.
How you being loving and caring and you talking like this to somebody like, oh, I ain't been none. I made you. I've been paying your service. This, that. Now, the 900,000 out of context, I always thought it was just Caribou's 900,000 in debt. Caribou's 900,000 in the hole. Looking at that now in context with the live, it's looking like he's talking about Concrete Boys as a brand is 900,000 in the hole because he put that much money into Concrete in the label. He put them on tour, everything like that. And Concrete as a whole is 900,000 in the hole. I think Caribou as a solo act, after looking at those numbers, bro, I don't know if it's some like she ain't make no money, bro. I just don't know if you can say that, bro. I just don't know if you can say that. Is she more popular than her music? I ain't gonna lie. He might have no point there or whatever like that, because a lot of people know who Caribou is. Not everybody might know her music, but them numbers is crazy as well, bro. They like it's a median of 1 million, bro, on them songs. She only got like 6 songs out. It's like a median of 1 million, bro. My family worried about it hearing in my music. Mom scared for me to get a gun. I will say this. I met Caribou twice, very briefly. One time, the first time at her very first show, when she was opening for Tony Snow. And I spoke to her, and she was kind of like, you know, just walking normally and stuff like that through the crowd. And she still kind of does that, you know what I'm saying? So she's still not like, you know, I don't know, I guess like above walking through crowds and stuff. But the first time, you know, it was just kind of like her friends and stuff talking to her and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, excuse me, it's nice to meet you. I've been trying to interview you for a while. She's like, okay, all right. And then I was just like, I listened to like Money Counter every day. Like I really like it. She's like, and she gave me a high five. And that's like the first time a rapper offered a high five. Like not like a like, oh, I appreciate that. But it was like a like it was like that. And it threw me off. But she's like just a very happy person and stuff like that. That was my first interaction with her. Very short, very sweet, everything like that. And then she kind of went off to the bar or whatever, then went up to perform. And then after that, she came back in the crowd with some roses and flowers. Her friends gave her some flowers for her first performance. And you know, she just watched the rest of the show. She was just kind of like pacing the crowd. And then, you know, was like, yay, go Tony, you know, cheering on Tony as he was performing the headline and stuff like that. And yeah, so that was the first time I met her. Second time I met her was like last week at OTE. And she was there at Kai Cenat's championship game. And she was just mad cool, bro. Like, I wanted to get a picture of her for work. And she was like, no pictures of me. She was like, but we could take a picture together. So we took the picture together, the selfie. And I was just like, I'm on your before they were famous. They had me up there, shot up before they were famous. where they had me up there as one of the first people to write about Caribou. Because I was. Shout out Soldier Boy. I was one of the first people to also write about Anicia, you know what I mean? And Vim. But yeah. And so like they mentioned me in there. So I was like, oh, I'm on you before they were famous. And she was like, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's a YouTube show. Like, you know, and they did like a profile on you and they mentioned me as one of the first people to write about you. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, yeah, I met you at your first show. And she's like, oh yeah, I remember that. And I was like, I listen to Money Count every day. She's like, you're a real fan. Everything like that. And then she once again did like the high five, but it was a little lower this time. It was like a yes. And she locked like fingers and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, just nice seeing you, this and that. It's like, take care. She's like, thank you. And then she was like, I like your shirt. I don't know. Both interactions very short, but she wasn't cold. She wasn't, oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I ain't talking about that. Oh, we ain't doing that. Just a normal person, bro. And from what I've seen from social media and everything like that, because she when she was on Twitter, she was pretty honest. You know, she'd be honest and go on these kind of honest rants and then delete it later. But it just seems like she's just like a person, like a normal person. You know, we all have emotions, we all have highs, we all have lows. Uh, she was talking about, you know, kind of experimenting with substances and things of that sort, but she said, oh, like I rap about it, like you know what I'm saying, like y'all surprised that a person that raps about substance use is, you know, using substances and things of that sort. So you know, I pray for her and her well-being and things of that sort, but it just seems like she's dealing with like just normal human emotions of sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I get frustrated, sometimes I get angry, and sometimes I'm joyful and I'm grateful and appreciative. So that's what I've seen from Caribou just firsthand. And I don't think she's this monster at all. Um, and then I also think Yachty just exposed himself because I don't think you're a good person if you brag about how much you've been a good person and the good things you've done for people. That's just how I see it. It's like the a biblical principle, right? Like, don't let the left hand know what the right hand did or things of that sort. Shout out, it's Sunday.
And took you around the world. And nobody would even know who the fuck Caribou was if it wasn't for me. What are we talking about, bro? What the fuck are we talking?
That's true, but it was like I said, it was in her cards to be Caribou. Like it was just in her. Like if that was for her, if God had that for her, God had that for her. That's just how I feel about the situation, man. It's like you might have been the one to sign her and everything like that, and that's great. And but at the same time, like it's like, bro, you feel me? It's kind of like I think about this with DDG a lot because DDG is also in the news and stuff like that. Of like Joe Budden, like I don't know who DDG is, and you know, and then you know he went back and forth with them. The thing about it is, I always say without DDG, there's no Kai Snap. Without DDG, there's no Deshae Frost or like Deshae Frost as he exists right now. Deshae Frost was already an actor and everything like that and had an established like career in the mainstream at a young age, but DDG was like the one who introduced him to the social media world, and now you see like what Deshae's doing in the world of streaming and things of that sort, and that never would have existed without DDG. Uh, Guys like Aiden Ross and just speed, like this entire kind of new generation of content creators, specifically like the Twitch streamers, they all were inspired by DDG, especially if they're like a young black content creator. They were inspired by the DDG years and the CS and Lu era, the late 2010s and things of that sort. So I say all of that to say, you know, you can influence someone and you can help someone like Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, gave Drake that shot, right? Like Lil Wayne, Jay Prince's son, Birdman, like they all played a part in pushing Drake to become Drake. But it's like some people, bro, it's destined for you, bro. Like you were gonna make it one way or another. If this person wasn't gonna find you, someone else is gonna find you and give you a chance. You know, from what you heard with Kara, like she popped from her first song. She said she wanted to rap that same night she made a song. in her apartment or in Bass Savage's apartment with Tiva Fox, and she just made money counter, and they did a music video for it a couple days later, and it blew up the first day. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that's just destiny, bro. That's destiny. And that was before anybody knew who, you know what I'm saying, um, she was signed to Yachty or Concrete or anything of that sort. That's just what it is, bro. It's like Lil Dicky ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Lil Dicky was gonna be famous regardless. That was just in his calls. That was just in his cards. Anyways, I'm saying the same thing over and over. Let's get to this Caribou response. Hold on, let me all right.
So Lil Yachty's former artist, who goes by the name Caribou, is out here getting a few things off her chest about her ongoing feud with her former boss and how people think she cannot write her own songs. Let's check it out.
3 months, I have been going through a lot of crazy shit. And to get through it, I have been in the studio every single day by myself or with a friend or a manager. Sorry, oh my God, like it's just so frustrating because I would love to share with you guys. But you know, it is what it is, right? I just chose to be silent and work on my music and, you know, prove myself through my music. And that's what I was doing. And I had a lot of music. It's just very frustrating and it's getting worse after Bo got on live and did all that cap and all that extra internet theatrics. It's just really like hard on me and I'm working hard and I'm just like, y'all don't know nothing still. And I can't really speak on it. So basically all I was trying to do yesterday was say, everybody keeps telling me to just drop and prove them folks wrong. And I want to drop. That's all I'm trying to say is I want to drop. That's all I'm trying to say. I want to drop. And it don't matter. Y'all got your mind made up about me either way. But the cat, literally cat, bro. Been working on a lot of music. By myself, no writer, academics,
Oh.
big board.
Ooh.
Getting on my nerves. Because all you do is yap all day. And it's never true.
Ooh.
So what is the point of that? But let me not do too much. Y'all really don't know anything and you're gonna feel stupid later. I don't need a writer. I never did, and I never wanted to use one. And I don't know why writing for me on a song with 5 other matters when the song that my top song with just me, my solo song is all me. And if it's not, put it on your kids. Once again, this is my lifetime entertaining this book.
Ooh.
It's just very hard as a woman and everybody's trying to knock me down, get in my way, and I keep pushing through and like keep making it harder for me knowing I can't speak up for myself. Like, okay, I'm gonna get off, but it's like a lot of people doubting you already as a woman.
Yeah.
It's just very hard. And I'm working through it literally by myself. And I really can't wait to drop and show y'all my music. Haters, everybody who's staying down. And I can't wait to drop. Period.
If you have stayed with me to this point of the video.
Dang, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel for her. And like I said, like what Yachty's saying about Kara's personality and stuff, I feel like a lot of that stuff, like even like the worst stuff that he is pointing out, is stuff that like Kara has kind of said about herself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's like, okay, you know, Kara has like, because I don't know Kara. Like I said, like I briefly met her like a couple seconds each time, but it's like a like you know, she has like episodes. You know, she might deal with episodes. She has her moments where like things just aren't going well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a person with you know what I'm saying, that just goes through stuff like they might be anxious or they might just be up and down, just emotions, a human being. Like at the end of the day, like we have our ugly moments, we have our pretty moments, we have our moments that we're proud of, and we have moments that we're not so proud of. That's just the human experience. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you trying to grab that when you knew that all along. I felt like all of them knew that along about Kara and her personality, and then try to like flip it and then be like, oh, you got issues, is like just weird to me, bro. It's weird to me. And like she said, being a woman in the industry, like you have to think about genuine support, regardless of the fact that this is a woman's movement in hip hop and rap right now. At the end of the day, it's still a woman in rap. It's still a woman in hip hop. And I say that because it's like I feel like the black woman is the most disrespected and just hated demographic in the United States, at least. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but in the United States for sure. I mean, just look at the, you know what I'm saying, the political landscape and what's going on that side of things. So, yeah, I say all of that to say, you know, support black women, believe black women, and just hear out both sides, bro. Like, Kara's point has been consistent throughout the entire time of like, I want to drop and I haven't been able to drop the way I want to. What Bolt said, the bad stuff about Kara is something that she's also been consistent about, and also been consistent in showing the public of her being, you know, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, going through like kind of a roller coaster of emotions and stuff like that. And in her music, that she isn't this princess, this sweet girl or whatever. She's just like somewhat of a tomboy and things of that sort, and kind of like gangster, tough, you know what I mean? So that's how I feel about the situation. I feel like it's no exposing, it's just been what it is. But Kara has been consistent in her points the entire time. One side of the story has been consistent, and that's why I'm going with Kara. That's why I'm riding with Kara. That's why I'm team Kara in this side of the thing and everything like that. And then I also got to say this as a disclaimer. Like, despite taking a side in the beef, y'all still got good music, bro. Like, I can't just act like, you know what I'm saying, part of me don't bump anymore. I can't act like Poland ain't good anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a good song. Shrike is a good song. I'll still dance to it and stuff like that. It's kind of like the Drake and Kendrick beef, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, Drake lost the beef. I'm going to still dance 10 bands if it came. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a good song. You know, the Know Yourself is still a good song, you know? If you're reading This Is Too Late, and I like Her Loss. They're both good projects, in my opinion. I still like those projects. So, you know, I don't know, man. The music is still the music. And at the end of the day, I'm a music fan. But like on the kind of like a support fan level of like, I like this person, I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? I am Team Kara on that side of things. And you know, I was there from the beginning. So shout out Caribou, man. Believe people when they say something, bro, especially if the message has been consistent. This isn't something like where she was away from Concrete and then she just automatically flipped what she had to say. She's been saying the same thing all along. So yes, my name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the Road to 5K subs. Until next time, please take care of yourself.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one quick
can't
question?
ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.